Welcome back to the channel. PlayStation VR2 getting a PC adapter so you can use the PSVR2 on PC. And I read this blog post by PlayStation's product manager and I'm like, you should not have put this out, bro. You should not have put this out. And look, it is so hard to watch PlayStation fumble in the dark on the same path Microsoft fumbled on 10 years ago. It has to be some of the hardest shit to watch PlayStation throw away everything they earned with the PS4. Everything they earned with the PS4 to fumble in the dark on the same path Microsoft fumbled on 10 years ago. 10 years ago, Microsoft came out the gate with the worst possible sales pitch. With the worst possible sales pitch off a high-flying 360, tarnished their name. And what did Microsoft do after that happened? They shifted, they changed, they adapted. And they came up with the best money-making schemes possible. 10 years later, they're making so much fucking money, they don't even have to sell their console no more. They're making so much money in gaming, they don't even have to sell the console no more. And I know they confused the fuck out of Sony Interactive Entertainment. I know they confused the fuck out of PlayStation and their higher-ups. Because they're like, wait, how the fuck is that failure of a console over there making them so much fucking money? PlayStation's on the top at this point. They're number one at this point, and they're fumbling in the dark at every possible step, bro. They're trying to like slowly adapt to what Microsoft has made the gaming industry. Because the gaming industry isn't about being the number one console no more. It's about making the most money in gaming. And Microsoft is the one doing that. So when everybody look at, oh, Microsoft ain't selling no consoles, then look at those earning reports. Microsoft is making the most money in gaming right now. PlayStation is not making that money, and they want to so bad. They want to so bad that they're throwing away everything they earned with the PS4. They're just throwing that shit away. They're diehard fans. They're like, Sony, what are you doing to our PlayStation? They're trying to run a money-making scheme like Xbox did. That's all. They're just trying to make that money-making move like Xbox did. And they're struggling to do it when Microsoft already did it for 10 years ago. They already did it 10 years ago. You could have just did exactly what they did. You could have just did exactly what they did. But Sony's trying to pander at the same time. They're trying to do all this money making shit at the top. At the top at number one, and everybody's watching them fail at every aspect of it. We watched them fail at making live service games. Microsoft's live service games are doing better on PlayStation than PlayStation's are. But Xbox doesn't make good games. We heard that from the PlayStation fan base for the longest, for 10 years now. But Xbox live service games are doing better on PlayStation than PlayStation's are. You think that helps Sony? Their fans think that helps Sony. It doesn't. It helps Microsoft a whole lot. Why? Because their money-making schemes are making them so much fucking money. PlayStation is drowning out here. They're drowning because they're like, okay, we need to get some live service games out there to make us some money. And now they can't. Because the landscape is saturated with them. Saturated with live service games. How do you get players to come to your live service game over somebody else's? How do you do it? They don't fucking know. Because they made single player games that you play through one time. They're trying to adapt to that system. Microsoft already adapted to that system 10 years ago. They already paid the people who knew what they were doing to do these things. 10 years ago, bro. They already planned all this out. Sony's fumbling in the dark with it. They're PC adaptations. Microsoft's already bridged the gap between console and PC almost seamlessly with Xbox Game Pass, with Windows platform in general. They've already made that transition 10 years ago. We already did that. It's fine. And they're getting better at it still to this day. They're making it better and better to this goddamn day. PlayStation, what are they doing? They're making enemies of the PC platform. They're trying to cause all this PlayStation integration with PC that PC niggas don't want. They don't want to be forcibly integrated with you. You think Microsoft forcibly integrated the PC community when Microsoft owns Windows? They could have forced that shit upon them. Niggas would have moved to Linux. They would have moved to fucking Apple. No, Microsoft just slowly eased that shit in there. They should slowly ease that shit in there. Now that shit's like integrated with Windows so perfectly, most people don't even fucking notice it. They don't even notice how much Xbox is in Windows. And they just live with that because it's always been. It's been like that for 10 years. It's been like that for 10 years. Like, oh yeah, that's just normal now. PlayStation's trying to shoehorn that shit in. With single player games. They're trying to shoehorn it in with their popular titles and they tanking shit. And it's like, PlayStation, bro, come on now. We know y'all trying to make money out here. You're like, fuck the console sales. That shit don't matter no more. Microsoft realized that 10 years ago. They did the VR thing, which failed for PlayStation VR 1. That shit was a failure. 100 million consoles sold with 5 million units of VR 1, 5%. You had a 5% turnover. That's it. A 5% turnout. And you made a second one. A $600 fucking headset. That shit didn't pan out. It didn't sell. You didn't support it. Your own studios got shut down. That's supposed to be making VR games. You shut them bitches down, PlayStation. Now you're fumbling with the VR headset. Not supporting it at all on your platform. You're like, let's hope PC can support it for us. Lovely. Adapter, put that mode on PC, and that's where we get to this blog post, bro. And PlayStation shoots himself in the foot real quick. Adapter. The PSVR2 PC adapter. $60. $600 headset. $60 adapter. No games. No games. Just compatibility. That's all you're paying for. $700 compatibility. That's it. You have to buy your own fucking wires because this only comes with this box and this shitty ass USB cable. Nothing else. $60. And what does this adapter do? You ask? Absolutely fucking nothing. Because they go on to tell you that everything good about the PSVR2 doesn't fucking work. So why the fuck would you buy a PSVR2 over a MetaQuest 3, which is wireless? Which can be wireless, I should say. It's not always wireless. Which can be wireless. Which has Xbox Game Pass integration. Which is already compatible with every PC out there. In all the games. It does a lot of very good things if you like VR. Why would you buy a PSVR 2? PlayStation doesn't tell you in this blog post why you should buy a PSVR 2. They just say that, hey, you can. It'll work. Kind of. Damn, PlayStation, bro. From the shitty ass state of play last week to this shitty ass half-ass PSVR integration with PC, PlayStation, buddy. You're doing more harm than good. You should have just stayed the same. You should have just not tampered with your ideology at all. Because the more you tamper with it, the worse you look. Because you're not doing it good. That's the crazy thing. If PlayStation was integrating themselves with PC properly and not half-assed as best they fucking can, then people would care more. But number one, best in slot PlayStation is doing the shittiest moves possible to try to bridge the gap and to make more money. It looks sad, bro. Their whole name is they're just tarnishing their name at every turn. At every turn. They're just throwing away the goodwill they earned with the PS4. And I'm like, this is shit, bro. It's so bad. It is so fucking bad, bro. When Xbox had to do that shit, there was nobody to fuck over. There was nobody to fuck over. So you know what they did? They adapted their climate to the fans that stayed. They adapted Xbox to the fans that were there. Because the fans that were there were going to be there. They were always going to be there. So they made the best possible place for their fans to play games. And how many consoles did Xbox One sell? 40 million, 50 million, half of the PS4. And those 50 million people are what Xbox made Xbox for. So if Xbox gets more than 50 people on their platform now, it doesn't fucking matter to them. Because they did that shit with 50 million niggas. So if they get 60 million on this one, they're up. If they get 55 million on this one, they're up. It doesn't matter. Because everything above the Xbox One is going to be luxury for them. Sony, on the other hand, had 100 million people to satisfy. And they didn't even get fucking half of them. They didn't even get half of them, bro. And then they're trying to rush to PC. And they're just fumbling every bag possible, bro. They're fumbling every bag possible. And I'm like, damn, PlayStation, bro. I need to see what their fans are saying about this, bro. What are your biggest fans saying about this PlayStation? Because I know they look at this too and they're like, oh my gosh, bro. They can't even make a good name for themselves on PC. With all that goodwill you got in the console market space, bro, and you got in the media, then you do shit like this, and the gamers see it. They're like, yeah, PlayStation is still half-assing it as best they can. They start half-assing it with the PS5. Running PS4 games on PS5, upped in the price. Half-ass backwards compatibility, no backwards compatibility with VR. Half-ass fucking gaming service. Sad, bro. It's just fucking sad. And now half-ass PC ports, half-ass PC hardware integration. Sony is they're in dire straits, bro. But I'm gonna end this right here because I'm rambling now. So make sure that like button, subscribe. Gaming news is about to be popping off because it's June, bro. It's gaming news time. So I'm gonna be in. I'm gonna be up. I'm gonna be locked in. So make sure that like button. And I'll see y'all in the next one.